What's up, guys? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you another video to my channel. First off, for all you NFL fans that are subscribed to my channel, don't worry, there will be NFL videos on my channel soon enough, especially with, the free agency coming along and the NFL draft, something I'm very passionate about. I'll definitely be making videos on those. So don't worry about that. Sorry if I'm not doing predictions, because if you guys don't know, youtube.com/beforethekickoff.com. Down below is going to be the link to the podcast that me and James Carter TV filmed, giving our divisional predictions. That pretty much, if you guys want predictions from me, that's where it's going to be. And next season, don't worry, there will be predictions during the regular season as well. It's just that when it comes down to football, and it's like I already talked about the divisional, and it's already online on the internet, why do I need to make a video myself when you guys can check out down below? And also, it's just that, there's other stuff going on. So, let's get started on the topic at hand. So if you guys don't know, basically what happened, TNA pretty much changed their pay-per-view schedule, and if you haven't seen that, the articles will be linked down below. Pretty much now TNA will be doing Friday night pay-per-views. The Friday night pay-per-views will be called one nights only. And the prices for these pay-per-views is that the TNA Friday night pay-per-views will be going down for $14.95. Genesis and Lockdown will be $34.95. Slammiversary will be $39.95, and Bound for Glory will be priced at $44.95. Pretty much what TNA is saying is that they have only 4 pay-per-views this year, and they're giving out pretty much ROH shows for Fridays of the first month, I believe, of every month starting April. So pretty much that's what TNA is doing. And what do I really think about this business model? Pretty much what I'm kind of reading from this business model, and just as me as a fan, is showing that TNA knows that their pay-per-views do not sell well. TNA has not had great buy rates for pay-per-views. I don't even know if a TNA pay-per-view has even reached like the 200,000 when it comes to buy rates. And most of the time when I do watch YouTubers who review Impact Wrestling shows for the pay-per-views, it's just like, oh, it just felt like a 3-hour Impact. So pretty much what TNA is doing now is kind of, doing ROH type shows with these Friday night pay-per-views. And they're pretty much ROH type shows. ROH, you get the 3-hour pay-per-view experience for $15, and pretty much what you get is a bunch of good matches. That's what TNA is pretty much doing with these 3-hour Impacts, the one night only Impacts. To me, that's kind of weird why they would want to do that, for charging people $15 to watch like an X Division tournament or a tag team tournament. It's kind of weird for me. I don't know why you can't, just say, oh yeah, TNA, we're going to be doing Friday specials every single month, promoting the pay-per-view coming up, or promoting feuds. It's going to be a special. It's going to be a 3-hour. Like, why doesn't Impact just do 3-hour Impacts on Fridays for every first month? I mean, that would be cool. And then Thursdays you can just do 2 hours. I mean, I see no problem with that. I mean, especially like, the first month, it's not that bad if you're just doing one episode 3 hours for the first month every time. So I don't know. It's just that for me, $15 for a 3-hour Impact, it's just kind of like meh to me. I mean, with ROH, at least it's like $15 for a pay-per-view, but even then, 3 hours Impact for $15, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. But I do like that TNA is cutting down on their pay-per-views when it comes down to having 4 pay-per-views. Because now it's like, if I do have that extra $34.95, or where I do have that extra, $44.95 for Bound for Glory, which I do order every year anyways, to be honest, I wouldn't be like, oh no, I got to order this pay-per-view. Because see, the problem is with wrestling today is that, like, we get a pay-per-view every month. And it's just like every single month we have to review these. Well, for me as a shooter, I have to review these shows. It's just so stressful, because on Sundays, especially for me being a college student, on Sundays I want to focus more on school, because I know I probably will have a test on the Monday, or there's something going on Monday. I would rather just be able to be free on Sundays, and especially when it comes down to like the NFL season. The NFL season sucks because, well, it sucks when you're a wrestling fan, because you have to decide, do I want to watch this pay-per-view, or do I want to watch the Sunday night game? And then I'm trying to watch both, and then, something crazy will happen on the Sunday night football game. Like, this is literally me during Sunday night football when it comes down to, pay-per-views. I'm watching the pay-per-view. All of a sudden, I see, my TV will be on back there, terrible quality background, and then all of a sudden I'll see something happen. I'll turn my head, not pay attention, be watching the game because something crazy is going on, and then later on I'll turn around, and then I'll be like, oh, what the fuck just happened on the pay-per-view? Because my volume is mute because normally I'm on Skype talking to people about the pay-per-view or about the football game. So pretty much I love the idea because now it's almost like, the way they break it down, the way they have it set up, it's almost like, these pay-per-views actually stand out and mean something. And it's something that I think the WWE should invest in. But instead of doing like 3-hour Raws or 3-hour SmackDowns and charging us money for those, they should cut down on their pay-per-views. In all honesty, WWE pay-per-views, if I were to make them, this is how I would make them. Royal Rumble, I would keep. Elimination Chamber, I say buy. Because Elimination Chamber, I don't give a fuck that, oh my god, we get to see the chamber. The chamber is so misused now. It's not the same chamber like back when it was first introduced. I mean, I have the Satan's Prison DVD. And if you guys know that DVD, it's so hard for me to even just put in the third disc and want to watch it. I think most of the time, I just skip the third disc when I go back to rewatch that DVD. The reason being is the third disc sucks. None of the matches there are as good as the first two discs. Like, you'll watch the first two discs and you will be like, man, dude, these matches were good. And then you would watch the third disc, and there's like only one Elimination Chamber you would probably want to check out, which is the 2008 Raw Chamber. No, SmackDown. Was it the 2008 SmackDown Raw Chamber? I can't remember. The one where Undertaker and Triple H are the final two. That's the one I would like. Or the Triple H Jeff Hardy ending is good, not the whole match. I don't know why everyone loves the whole match. I mean, the ending's good. But other than that, it's like, it's so hard to watch, all these god damn, paper matches. It's just so hard to watch all these goddamn matches, like the Elimination Chamber matches, when it's just so fucking boring. They're not exciting anymore. Like, the glass doesn't even break that much anymore. There's like probably one or two spots that you think are like, oh shit, that was awesome. But other than that, they're not as fun as the other chambers. And so, to be honest, get rid of Elimination Chamber. I could care less if the chamber came back ever again. WrestleMania is a keeper. Then I would probably keep Extreme Rules, mainly because Extreme Rules is a good way to, dust off some feuds you didn't finish at WrestleMania with hardcore matches, so you can solidify an ending there. Or if you want to start up a new feud. I'm sorry if I couldn't speak there. You can just have them at an Extreme Rules match where, not Extreme Rules match, but you can just have a one-on-one singles match, and that's simple. I'd get rid of Over the Limit. Fuck No Way Out or whatever pay-per-view they have there. I would have King of the Ring take place of that. Have King of the Ring win. Or, in fact, never mind. I would have King of the Ring be a TNA Friday night special for WWE. Yeah, they would actually want to use this. $15. I ordered the King of the Ring, and the winner of the King of the Ring gets a champion of his choice at SummerSlam. Then at SummerSlam, after 2 months of good build-up, you get, I don't know, Buck Night of Champions. That's stupid as hell because most of the championships are defended on every pay-per-view anyway, so who gives a shit about that pay-per-view? Screw Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell sucks dick. I don't give a shit. Hell in a Cell is terrible now. I can't even watch these Hell in a Cell matches now and say, wow, I love Hell in a Cell. I don't care if the cell is going down ever again. Then afterwards, I'll probably do Survivor Series and then maybe keep TLC, but maybe change the name back to Armageddon or something because, in all honesty, I just don't like the name TLC because it kind of makes it seem like you can never see a TLC match unless it's at TLC. That's just me personally, but I would probably, keep TLC, but maybe rename it Armageddon. See, the reason being is WWE needs to cut back on their pay-per-views because, I know a lot of wrestling fans may be thinking, oh, why should they cut back, Chase? I mean, this product, I mean, they shouldn't cut back on pay-per-views. I watch all these pay-per-views. Yeah, but how many of you guys are actually buying the pay-per-views? What TNA is trying to do here is they're trying to get people to buy these pay-per-views by cutting down the costs and cutting down the limits of the pay-per-views that you have to order. That's what TNA is trying to do here. I don't agree with the 3-hour Impact business model, but I do agree with how they're cutting down the pay-per-views and making these pay-per-views feel significant. We don't make the WrestleMania feel that significant because you can just order Elimination Chamber. It's hard for people to spend, especially with WWE money, $49.99 for a pay-per-view every single fucking month. And sometimes it's 2 times a month. And to me, it's like, I just think to myself, how many wrestling do you WWE fans need? I mean, I'm a WWE fan, but let's look what WWE produces on a weekly basis for wrestling, for you fans out there. One, we get WWE Raw on Mondays. Tuesdays, I believe they release new NXT episodes. I could be wrong on that, but there has to be something going on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we get WWE Main Event. Thursdays, we get WWE Superstars. Fridays, we get WWE SmackDown. And for all you people who are probably up on Saturday mornings watching WWE, you get WWE Saturday Morning Slam. That is 6 days of WWE shoved down your motherfucking throat. I'm pretty sure with those 6 days of WWE could actually do a better job at promoting a lot of pay-per-views for us to get into. And especially pay-per-views are supposed to feel like special events. It's like when it comes down to boxing, and even though most people say the sport of boxing is dying, and you are right to argue that, I'm not going to argue with you, you cannot deny that when they come out with a pay-per-view every once in a while, most people want to order it. And me being a boxing fan, I do order most of the boxing pay-per-views. I don't stream them. It's only when people like Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez are fighting for the 4th time is when I don't give a shit. But when it comes down to it, a boxing pay-per-view comes out, every once in a while. And I know there's a bunch of other boxing pay-per-views, but I'm talking about what the big names, the boxing pay-per-views with those names that you want to see every single night. They come out every once in a while, and they have like a stacked card. There's a bunch of title fights. It's a good time. That's what I'm talking about. It gets you excited to see that. Now, I know most of you guys probably are not boxing fans, and it's hard for you to, kind of picture my analogy there. But that's what it could do for the WWE. I mean, they have 6 fucking days. 6 fucking days of product they can use. Now, let's cut down to 6 days. First of all, NXT, I know that has nothing tie-in with WWE, besides it being a developmental type of deal. So, NXT, you can kind of say, nah, they don't need to promote there. But with Raw, they could use Raw to promote so much better if they had more time to build up to these pay-per-views. Like 3-hour Raws would feel like good pay-per-views to us. It would feel like, man, dude, we're getting a pay-per-view every week. Why do I care if I don't get a pay-per-view every goddamn month? SmackDown could be used so much better with this. Superstars could definitely be used better with the building up. I mean, they could actually feature superstars on their main event. I think would get a better rub off of this. And Saturday Morning Slam, fuck Saturday Morning Slam. Screw that. I mean, really, to be honest, what's the point of Saturday Morning Slam? Is it just like superstars but for little kids? I don't know, because I don't watch it. But what I'm saying is, I think WWE should try to take a risk with what TNA is doing. I feel TNA is doing a good job with this risk besides the 3-hour impacts. I really do feel that in the business world, and me studying under business throughout high school, I was in the business, academy in high school. I know most people are going to kind of find that weird. So I know a lot about when it comes down to business, money, and all that other bullshit. And when it comes down to business, you got to take a risk. And sometimes that risk can go downhill, or sometimes that risk can lead to great rewards. Whether this business risk that TNA is taking is going to lead to great rewards, it will take time to see. But you cannot deny that this was an interesting risk that TNA has decided to take on. You cannot deny that TNA is doing something that they understand is a weak part of their business by cutting down on these pay-per-views. When you're not averaging good TV ratings and good pay-per-view buys, you got to do something that can make these pay-per-views stand out more. And I believe TNA is doing a really good job at trying to promote this. And I feel WWE should probably take a sample of this and cut down on some of their bullshit pay-per-views. Tell me, guys, how many of you guys are excited for Over the Limit 2013? You know I am. Fucking excited for Over the Limit 2013. Can't wait to what Hell in a Cell 2013 produces. Oh, Night of Champions 2013. Every single championship is on the fucking line. Holy shit, I've never seen that on a pay-per-view before. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys can subscribe up above. Like this video if you want to. Comment down below, video response, whatever you want to do, your thoughts on TNA doing this, and do you guys think this is a good plan for them going forward, and do you think WWE should, take notes and maybe cut down on the pay-per-view industry? And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Before the kickoff, YouTube and the website itself down below. Check it out. Favorite it. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'll be back for the TNA pay-per-view. Hopefully, I think that's what I'm making, the TNA pay-per-view, right? Isn't Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray getting married there? Or Mark brother? Oh, that was a bad Hulk Hogan. Forget that Hulk Hogan. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace, brother.